take a comfortable seat on your mat. As you sit, take the time to really ground down through your sitting bones, finding the front edges if you can, letting your legs soften out towards the sides, coming into a comfortable cross-legged position, or if that's not comfortable, sitting in any way that feels comfortable to you. Let your hands come to rest either on your legs or stacked one on top of one another in your lap. And once you've found a comfortable place to allow your body to settle, close your eyes and start to turn your attention to your breath. Let connecting to that flow of inhale and exhale give your body a chance to arrive. Start to feel how each exhale, as you release your breath, draws a little physical energy into the center of your body, defining a connection, a sense of strength and support inside your body. And how each inhale not only expands your lungs, but also helps to broaden across your low back, across your collarbones, and to create a little lift and length all the way up along your spine. Take a couple more moments here, really feeling in towards this flow of inhale and exhale inside your body, allowing that attention, that inward focus to begin your practice by cultivating a sense of deep connection and feeling within your body. And then keeping your gaze turned in, continuing to allow your breath to help guide your movement, with your eyes gently open. And to start, warming up through the shoulders, warming up along the spine, interlace your hands in front of you. Take a moment to look at which thumb is on top, because we'll cross the other way in just a moment. And then turning your palms away from you, reach out through your arms. As you extend, let your ribs draw back, feeling how the muscles through your center tone, and lengthen down through the fronts of your sitting bones, so that even as you connect towards your core, you're keeping your back broad. Expand across the upper back here. And then keeping the support that you've created here down to the ground into the center of your body, start to lift up through your heart and chest. Draw your shoulder blades more deeply onto the back without losing the strength of the ribs, and reach up and out through the arms. As you reach the palms up towards the sky, as you start to open into the shoulders, you may find you need to take your hands forward a little bit, or that you can reach them straight up towards the sky. Make sure you're working in a way that feels good for you. Grounding down into your left sitting bone, take a little lean over towards the right, keeping your roots, your connection to the ground, but expanding through the sides of the body. Rise back up towards center, and grounding down through the right hip, the right sitting bone, lean a little over towards the left, making space along the right side. Coming back up to center, keep this length and lift for the chest, and turning slowly from your core, from your ribs, from your upper body, rotate towards the right. And then releasing your hands, let the left hand come down to your right knee, right hand back behind you. Ground down first so you can lengthen all the way up through the top of the head, and then gently soften around towards the right. Letting your hands help you, but working not to pull or force your spine, letting that rotation happen from the center of your body. And then lengthening through the lower half of the side body, keep the left hand where it is on the right knee, but let the right arm reach up towards the sky. As you reach up, you'll feel you have to connect a little more deeply in towards center. Use that support to help you keep length through your spine, and grounding the right sitting bone down, lean a little bit over towards the left, a little bit back behind you. You'll feel that that right hip wants to rise. Keep rooting it down to extend through the side body. Make your way back up to center. Release back towards center, towards neutral. Taking the opposite cross of the fingers, the non-habitual cross, turn the palms forward, and we'll repeat that cycle on the other side. Again, as you reach forward through the arms, draw the ribs back and reach down through your sitting bone so that you're really connecting to the curves of your back, keeping that neutral lumbar curve drawing in, even as you connect a little more deeply in towards the strength of your center. Keeping the rib cage moving back, again, lift up through your heart and chest. Draw the shoulders back, engaging, connecting into the upper back, And let the arms extend as much as feels comfortable up towards the sky. As you reach up through the arms, if you feel like you can go a little deeper into the work of the shoulders, hug the upper arms towards your ears. You'll feel how that rotates the arms so that you make more space around the base of the neck and reach up through the palms. Again, leaning a little to the side, ground down into the right sitting bone, lean a little over towards the left. And coming back up to center, ground down into the left sitting bone, lean over towards the right. As you lean here, see if you can keep a balance between the front body and the back body, letting both work to support your spine to stay long. And keeping that support and turning from the center of your body, grounding down through the sitting bones, release your hands into the twist. Right hand comes to the left knee, left hand softens back behind you. As you ground down, lengthen up. Again, use the center of your body to guide yourself into the twist. And then grounding down into the left sitting bone, let the left hand rise. Again, working from center to keep your spine long and staying rooted down through both sitting bones, lean a little over towards the right. Let this lean help you to extend here through the lower part of the side body. And make your way back up to center and release back towards the front of the mat, coming back to neutral. And then from your seated position, make your way into downward facing dog. As you place your hands, set them shoulder width distance apart so the wrist creases are parallel to the front of the mat, and really connect down through the bases of all 10 fingers. And then tucking your toes, keeping your knees a little bent, extend your hips up towards the sky. Use this bend in the knees to help you press down through the toes, to reach up through the heels, so that you're really integrating the legs into the hips to help you lengthen through your back. If you'd like to work the legs a little more towards straight, keep the soft bend in the knees and start to reach the heels back and down, letting the legs extend without bringing any rounding into the low spine, so that you're working always from space in the center of the body. Finding a place that feels free and clear through your back first, and then adding the work into the legs. Maybe the heels touch down, maybe they stay lifted, or anywhere in between. From your down dog, hug in with the muscles of the arms, and pressing into your hands, lift through the inner shoulders, and broaden your shoulders away from your neck, so that you're creating more support into the center of your upper back, more space around the base of the neck. Keeping that space, come forward to plank. As you bring your shoulders over your wrists, adjust the spacing if you need, so you can press down into the toes and the hands evenly. And broadening the collarbones, hug in with the arms, and draw the shoulder blade tips towards the back. Keeping that support, soften at the knees, use the center of the body to extend up and back through the hips. Imagine moving back through your thighs, forward through your arm bones so that you're lengthening actively through your center. One more time, make your way forward to plank. This time, as you create space across the upper body, hug in with the legs and activate the inner thighs so that you feel your back body broaden and the deep center of your core turn on. And then pressing with your hands, drawing up and back through your sitting bones, lengthen back through your hips, reaching out through the arms. One final time, make your way forward to plank. Zip up through your belly here, using the inner thighs and your connection in towards your core to keep your body feeling light. And either with the knees up or the knees down, come all the way down onto your belly. As you come down to the mat, let all 10 toenails click down, letting the little toes especially ground down to help broaden through your back. And hug in with the shins and the ankles so that you're creating a strong sense of support from the legs into the center of your body. Check in with your hands. Want them to be about in line with your lower ribs so that your wrists are more underneath your elbows. And then moving towards cobra, use your exhale to connect in towards center. And let your inhale broaden through your back first. And let that help you to curl any amount up away from the mat that feels good to you. With your exhale, soften and release. 2 more times, let your exhale help you to connect and support yourself from the inside. Use your inhale to make space first, and then to float up away from the mat. With your exhale, melt your way back down. One final time, as you find that balance between front and back, make sure your back feels long, reaching back through the toes, and then draw forward through your heart and your chest as you curl up away from the mat. And use your exhale to make your way back down and rest. And then tuck your toes, pressing into your hands, take your hips back up into down dog. Again, as you find your downward facing dog, start with the knees bent. Let your body feel its way into space and length through your low back. Hug in with the shins, press the heels back and apart, keeping the knees pointing forward to turn on the inner thighs and to support more deeply from your center. And then making your way to the top of the mat. Walk your feet all the way up between your hands, making your way into a forward fold. As you fold down and in here, start with your feet hip-width distance apart and parallel so that the bones of the legs are stacked. And then really connect through your feet. Start by pressing down into the heels, again bending the knees a little bit here to really soften the femur bones back. And as you press into the heels, draw that energy up towards the pinky toes. You'll feel that rolls your feet a little towards the outside. From your pinky toes, draw that energy across to the big toe. And then from the big toe, reach it back to the center of the heel, starting to draw a triangle across the soles of the feet, letting that help to turn on the deep connections and support that travel through the legs. Only then, if it feels comfortable for you, extend the legs, keeping that work through the feet. And then coming up to standing, bring your hands to your hips, hug in with the elbows to engage and connect into the upper back. And reaching the heels back and apart, come all the way up to standing. And release your hands down by your sides, coming into Tadasana.